on last year's national champions, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He might want another play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll send the tight end in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Under fire.
Wow, and the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You don't see a ton of wide receivers come in as true freshmen and just take over the game and be the best player on the field. Man, he's done that as a true freshman. It's been amazing to watch, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy hunt as a receiver, which is not a normal thing. So it kind of shows you what kind of potential he has. He can win it as a freshman. He can win it as a sophomore. Shoot, he can win it as a junior. This guy has unbelievable talent.
Gets down with the slide, and the Canes will hustle to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. Plows through the defense. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Quickly to the tight end.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that.
He's loose. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. He's at the, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Quickly out to the tight end. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Release to the back. Finds his man open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Let's go. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. He wants to throw it again. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Back to throw, it's Callaway. Got his man. Quick step and go. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Reddick. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 33. It's about a 5-yard pickup, and that'll be enough for a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going for 6. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's going to bring it out. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Got a man. It's Sims. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Ernie on the Jets. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Canes are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Callaway. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the 1st down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
It's good from 58 yards out.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense wraps up the 1st half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Callaway. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Reddick. Good, solid pickup off. and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Callaway. Sings it complete to the right. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
I don't think anybody expected this true freshman to jump in the scene here in college football and just explode the way he has. He has been making big plays week in and week out, and that's why this true freshman is square in the middle of the discussion when you're talking about Heisman Trophy.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Bully ball on third and short. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result,
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot, and now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious. I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Callaway. Working that left side now. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Reddick. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Quick release on the RPO.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Sims. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, he wants it all. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and
touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Callaway. This one's complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Throwing right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Needed to get rid of that football, but just couldn't turn it loose, and the defense got to it.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more. As they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now the toss. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the 2-point try is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree. And
there he goes. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Nevada is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 19 to Wyoming. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now rolling to the left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very active. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Plucks it out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. This time on target. The Canes want to crank the tempo. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Here we go. Dropping back, it's Callaway. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Easy. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Lanier. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. And back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Squirrel, green 25.
Looking to throw, it's Lanier. Lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And that's how you finish it off, scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Coming into this one, we wonder